about being involved as president and marketing director? Marriage.
Well, we've been part of the indie meme ecosystem since the beginning. So my husband and I have come to watch the movies, and with every progressive year, we felt more and more attracted to not just the movies, but the wonder behind making it happen. And by nature, I'm very curious in terms of how do these things come to happen. I mean, I work in a completely unrelated field, so this was fun. It was exciting, and so when Anjali here and the founders said, "Hey, would you like to help us out?" I jumped at the opportunity to not just be an audience member, but an integral part of the board in being a team member in making it. So that's what brought me.
So for me, again, like Kala, I've been part of Indie Meme from its beginning, 11 years ago actually. Alka and I connected, and my background is in the nonprofit sector, and so at that time, Indie Meme was a slightly different organization, and Alka and I talked about where do we take it next, and I kind of jumped in and started helping her at that time. So I've been on the board back then, stepped up on the advisory board, and then came back on the board about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. What inspires me is really all the people that are part of this organization. I mean, Alka and had a vision, and they really had that grit and determination to make something out of that vision, and here we are, which is just amazing. The movies. I mean, I love watching movies. I'm not the person who understands the technicalities. If I like a movie, I like a movie, and coming to Indie Meme events was just amazing because here we had movies that actually had a meaning and a purpose. Not that other movies don't, but so just being part of that, just having those conversations, just being part of this community that allows for those conversations to happen is really, really important. So it's the inspiration, it's the camaraderie, it's the community that keeps us going.
And how has Indie Meme impacted your perspective on independent cinema?
I'm sorry, perspective on?
Independent cinema?
I've always loved independent cinema. I mean, again, it's kind of like, music. You know what you like, and you like it, right? And you listen to it. And independent cinema for me is that way. I mean, I don't go in looking for a particular theme or a subject. I will go watch a movie because it's a good, well-made movie or a documentary. I mean, last year we had some incredible documentary films which you couldn't get up and walk away even if you wanted to. They just held you there. So it's really the storytelling. It's what are these movies trying to tell you? What is the message? Like Kala said, that's what gets me watching, and I just love that.
I think it's an absolute necessity in our community. It's almost as necessary as the air that you breathe. It is that important because it is a platform that is not bound to any commercial interest. What that does is then it allows filmmakers to talk about topics, talk about issues without fearing any backlash or repercussions. So they're able to project and narrate various exciting topics, controversial topics, fun topics that a broad audience can go and appreciate. Now, that doesn't mean that the commercial movies don't have a place in our society. Most of the time, there are financial constraints that you're subjected to in a commercial film, but in an independent film, you have that luxury of creative freedom of expression, and I think that's what keeps independent movies a vital part of any community.
Thank you so much for putting this entire festival on.
Absolutely. We hope you have a good time.
Thank you, and thank you for doing this.